11 Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Welcome to Buffalo, New York. It is time for some late night Simulation Football League action here on 11 Sports Network. The Atlanta Storm are coming to Buffalo to take on the Queen City Corsairs. You're watching the Simulation Football League, brought to you by APM Music on 11 Sports Network. This is Rich Pratchett, your play-by-play man tonight. Sitting in the booth next to me is Cameron Irvine. Man, you've been busy today, Cam.
You know, I knew when Atlanta joined the league, we were going to have a problem with the Alaska Storm and the Atlanta Swarm. And already they got your number. But hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't care about that because I just want to see some great football tonight. And I think these two teams are so hungry for a win, it's going to be dang near impossible for both of them not to show up. We're going to have a great game tonight. I
didn't even realize I did that until you said something.
Well, I gotta bust you even before kickoff. I'll call.
That's right. So the Atlanta Swarm coming to Buffalo. It's a beautiful night for some football. 65 degrees out here, light wind, and it is football time. Queen City 3-3, Atlanta 3-3. Queen City last week lost a close one to Vancouver, and Atlanta lost a close one to Tallahassee. So both of these teams coming in looking for some redemption after losses in their games last week. Should be a offensive battle tonight. Both of these teams like to throw the ball around the yard. Atlanta coming in as the number one passing offense, and Queen City the number two passing yards per game offense, both of them. And here's the kick. Atlanta will start out on offense, receiving the opening kickoff, and we are underway tonight.
It's the battle of neon tonight, Rich.
Yes, a little bit of neon happening.
Although Atlanta is sparing us a little bit, they've decided to go with their blue and gray unis on the road. But Atlanta, when they first joined the league, paying an homage to a franchise that Aquanta Shine came from, Queen City, with the addition of that neon green.
So first down and 10 here from the 26. A.J. Caswell, the quarterback, drops back, pump fakes, throws it right over the middle, complete. That is enough for a first down. Caught out to the 37-yard line by Elgin Villanueva.
Connecting early with a role player over the middle of the field. Caswell looking to spread the ball around tonight. I think Hacker could have a big night. He's been quiet. A little bit of a sophomore slump, but Caswell's ready.
So 3 wide left for Caswell. 1 wide right, drops back to throw. Going left, that one looks like it's complete. He drug his feet there to keep it in bounds. Stephen Hacker, you talk about him, and there he is.
Yeah, Hacker really kind of had his coming out party in the last game of the regular season last year against Baltimore. When he was chasing the record for receiving yards in a game, single game record. Didn't quite get there, but ever since then, teams have known where he is all over the field.
Jared Willis with his first carry. Tries to go up the middle, gains a couple, bring up 3rd down and 5. Let's introduce the Queen City offense. At quarterback, A.J. Caswell. The halfback is Jared Willis. Wide receivers are Chad Gilson, Chris Curtis, and Stephen Hacker. And the tight end, James Matthew Jr. 3rd down and 5 now for Caswell. Single back. Drops back to throw, pump fakes, throws it down the middle again, and that one's tipped and knocked down, threw it into heavy coverage, trying to get it to the tight end, Matthew.
Aquana Shine had his paws on that the whole drive, made the tackle on Willis, and then got in the way of the pass to Matthew Jr. And Atlanta's defense that has been struggling in this 3-game losing streak, they've given up 34 points 3 consecutive games. gets off the field early on the road. A good sign for the Swarm.
So on third down, Queen City punts it away, comes down at around the 20, returns it out to the 27. And the Swarm, Marcus Dunhill, will bring the Swarm out here on offense for the first time tonight. Again, last two meetings of these guys, last two seasons. Oh, here we go. Passing yard leaders. You know, we talk about Marcus Dunhill. He is number 3 on the passing yard leaders list this season. And just climbing. He's got he's 4th in QBR, 3rd in passing yards per game with 2,189. And there he goes right over the middle on first down. That one is complete for a gain of 7. Got it out there to Wooding. 2nd down and 3.
And that's 3rd in the league despite only 6 games under his belt. Dunhill, thanks in large part to Jamal Wooding, who's an absolute monster at tight end, making things happen. These two teams very similar in many ways offensively.
Yes, absolutely. Looking to throw. Dunhill going deep down the right-hand side. Tipped and incomplete. Trying to get it to the rookie Severus Sativa in his first week on the field, but he just couldn't pull it in. Good coverage by the Corsairs.
Well played on the name game, Rich. Severus Sativa, a new signing for Atlanta this week. Awesome to see so many new people joining teams in recent weeks, but he was well covered on that play. Nice job by Queen City to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 3 going to the power I. Dunhill sees something. He wants to change something up. Changing the play here at the line. He's going to go to Hollywood to the right-hand side. He just goes right over a defender, and that's enough for a first down out to the 42. 1st down and 10, Atlanta.
It's important that Atlanta gets Hollywood moving early in this ball game. Sometimes Atlanta, particularly against Tallahassee, they get into shootouts with teams and they forget about BDG, but he is a bell cow.
Coming in with 549 yards rushing. Throws it right over the middle. Tipped and incomplete. That one could have been picked off. Avery King got his hands on it.
Avery King, I'm disappointed. He had 2 last week. He's setting a new expectation that he's just going to pick off everything. He only had 2 in his career before, and it's been a long career, before the game last week when he got a couple of INTs and off the hands. Dunhill a little bit off. Pressure in his face from Jeff Duffy.
So trips to the right, single back for Dunhill. Going 4 up front for the Corsairs. Looking to throw. Dunhill plenty of time. Throws right. That one is incomplete. Trying to get it again to Sativa. And you talked about Avery King and that Corsairs defense. Last week, the Corsairs defense, just last game, 7 interceptions between all of them.
That's insane. I'm the commissioner, and I didn't even know that. How is that even possible?
I don't know. That's great.
What a beast of a defense.
Trips to the left, single receiver right. Dunhill on 3rd down, throws it over the middle. That one is complete, and that's enough for a Swarm first down. Jamal Wooding again pulls that one in. Tight ends getting involved quick.
Well, that's just not fair. Check out Avery King on this play. He is in great position, but reaches out with the wrong hand. The brain not working with the body on that one, as a Wooding gets a first down into Queen City territory.
The Swarm come out on first down in Corsairs territory at the 44-yard line. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Looking to throw. Dunhill has all kinds of time again. Goes left. That one is caught and incomplete. Could not keep his feet in bounds. Trying to get it to Falco. 2nd and 10.
Challenge that, Chisholm. That looked like Falco at the last minute tapped the toe. And, man, I really thought that is really surprising. I thought that's a bad break for Atlanta. It was a great catch by Falco on the sideline. At least I thought.
I thought so, too. That's kind of why I delayed just a little bit, waiting to see the result of that. Dropping back to throw again. Dunhill got some pressure coming in, and he is going to be sacked. brought down by Tommy Smith.
Smith working his way into the backfield, and that forces Atlanta into their first 3rd and long situation. First real adversity for either one of these offenses on 3rd and long, and Dunhill's got to watch out for Duffy here with a little amount of blockers.
Looking to throw. Dunhill has some time, throws it over the middle. That one's complete, but he is not going to get far enough, not going to get to the line to gain. Sativa makes the catch, and that'll bring up 4th down and 8.
So yeah, Sativa again, nicely done. That's already his 3rd target here in the first quarter, but the pressure that Queen City was able to apply out of that empty forced Dunhill to get rid of the ball quickly, and both defenses have shown up to play tonight in a game that we expected to be a shootout.
The punt is away, caught, and comes into the end zone. Could not keep his feet, so that'll be a touchback. 6:41 left in the first quarter. We are scoreless here at Queen City. We'll be back. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports Network. Back here at Queensland in Buffalo. All scoreless here, Queen City and Atlanta. And the Swarm back on offense. Back in the shotgun, empty backfield for Caswell. Sorry, the Corsairs back on offense. That one's incomplete. Trying to get it to another rookie signing this week, Chad Gilson. Bring up 2nd down and 10.
There you go, Chad. Get you some Chad Gilson out there for Queen City. Of course, we've seen plenty of Severus Sativa so far. But again, Queen City trying to attack that short middle. Atlanta's all over it.
Going to Jared Willis up the middle. And he's going to gain 4. Bring up 3rd down and 6. For those of you folks just checking us out, just finding this on 11 Sports or on Twitch, this is the Simulation Football League, the first controllerless esport. And you too can be a part of it. Make sure you get out to our website, simulationfl.net, and go to our Discord. Check out our Discord channel. Incomplete, knocked down by Jack Napier. But if you go out to Discord, go out to our website, click on the Discord link and get in there and just ask some questions. And you too can be out here on the field next week. Our next signing date for rookies is Wednesday. So get out there, talk to some owners, talk to some coaches, and get on the field.
Hard to believe. Is it already almost Wednesday again? We just
yeah.
I tell you what, the regular season just flies by.
It does. That punt comes out to the 41-yard line, and the Swarm will go back on offense. Yeah, it's been a fast season. I was getting ready for tonight, and I'm thinking, is it week 8 already? And yeah, it's just flying by.
That it is, and for these teams, they're starting to feel the pressure. All that hard work they've put in over the last few months is coming to a head here. They need some wins bad.
Drops back to throw, looking left. Nice pitch and catch out there to Boo Chisholm. That'll bring up a 1st down and 10 now for the Swarm. Marcus Dunhill Back up under center. 2 wide left, 1 wide right, single back. He's going to hand it off to Hollywood. He's got some room. He's down across the 15 to the 10, all the way down to the 8-yard line and brought down there. Nice run by BDG Hollywood.
BDG providing a little burst of speed. Nice cut back inside. Sativa getting a block out there to help create a lane for him on the right side. The newcomer getting involved in the offense, doing the dirty work, and Atlanta could be on the board first.
First down and goal now at the 8-yard line. Single back. Dunhill under center. Looking to throw. Has some time. Throws it left. That one's complete, but just short of the end zone. Gets it again to Boo Chisholm. Second down and goal. Now the ball at the 1-yard line.
Chisholm has found a role in this offense, a more balanced offense than in the past. A lot of times as Queen City's going to challenge here, it was just siege Falco. And they didn't get Chisholm active and involved until too late in the game. This year we've seen much more balance out of that swarm offense.
So they're going to challenge whether he got his feet in bounds. Yeah, looks like it to me, Cam.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
After review, the play stands. The pass was complete. The catch was
So it stands. Queen City will lose a timeout.
will be charged with a timeout. Second down.
And it will be second down and goal now at the 1.
But if you're the Corsairs, I mean, you kind of have to burn that timeout. First and goal at the 8, second and goal at the 1. Huge difference.
Yeah, absolutely, especially in a scoreless game that you know is going to be a tight game. Dunhill to throw, goes into the end zone, tipped and knocked down. Good defensive play there by Avery King.
King's just everywhere, man, and he can do it all, too. I mean, he's not just a run stopper. I think at the start of his career, you know, that's where he kind of laid his head. Kind of the Clint Hendershot type of the East. But he's really developed into an excellent pass defender.
He's kind of the workhorse of that defense for Queen City as far as statistically goes. Drops back to throw, downhill into the end zone again. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jamal Wooding comes up with the catch. And Atlanta goes up by 6.
That time they challenged King again, but this time, watch Dunhill put this ball just a little bit more out in front of King. He leads Wooding away from the chasing linebacker, and that little adjustment was the difference between a pass breakup and 6 points. Nicely done for Marcus as his strong season continues. 6 of 11 to start.
So Atlanta coming down and putting points on the board first here tonight. And the extra point is up and good. So 4:49 left in the first quarter, and Atlanta gets on the board 7-0 over Queen City. Stick around, we'll be back. You're watching the Simulation Football League, brought to you by APM Music on 11 Sports. So back here in Buffalo after a nice drive, nice extended drive by Atlanta, they get into the end zone and make the score 7-0 with 4:49 left in the first quarter. Kickoff comes down inside the 10-yard line. It's an out past the 25, spin move, gets him a couple more out to the 28. And the Corsairs will go back on offense and try and answer.
After a couple of games on the 11 Sports Network this afternoon that saw the home teams race out to big wins, This has got to be a huge confidence boost to Atlanta on the road, up 7 early. Really shutting Queen City down right now. 0 for 2 for the Corsairs, just 3 first downs.
That pass gets knocked down quickly and incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10. So Caswell so far is only 2 for 6 for 14 yards. So he's gonna need to get something going here with the passing offense. Looking to throw a short drop. He's going to go to Jared Willis out of the backfield, and he is just laid out. Blake Hamrick came up and laid a hit on Jared Willis, but it is a gain of 2, 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, I was looking for Chris Curtis on that play, and what Atlanta actually did was shade a linebacker over to his side. Curtis was coming in on a slant pattern, and he was all bottled up. He hasn't even been targeted yet tonight. They've got to get him going.
Caswell has some time, throws it to the right. That one is complete. I don't know how, but he gets it out past the line to gain. Stephen Hacker with a nice catch in traffic.
Get off me. Get off me, Rich Pratchett. Stephen Hacker was, he was possessed. Somebody put something in his coffee. That was a ridiculous play by Hacker, and it might be 10 on the East Coast, but he's not tired.
No. Yeah, a little late night football here on a Sunday night, Labor Day weekend. Going to go to Jared Willis out of the backfield. He's got some momentum, and he's going to get out past the 40 or past midfield to the 49-yard line into Atlanta territory for a 1st down.
This is how Queen City has reshaped their offense. They used to be, headbangers down inside with Ash Odom, ground and pound, and they've really, kind of evolved into a spread offense that can get Willis out in space. If they can get Willis 10 yards a clip like that, this team is going to be dynamic down the stretch.
Caswell with trips to his right. Single receiver left, looking to throw, has some time, throws it down the middle, and that one's almost picked off. I don't know how he didn't come down with that one. Aaron Lee got his hands on it.
Aaron Lee has to make this play. He's got to pick that off. He perfectly read the route, and you get an interception there, and now all of a sudden you start to get the hometown fans nervous. But Queen City on Atlanta's side of the field can shake that off, but Caswell can't shake a 5 for 10 start. Needs to be a little more efficient.
Going to empty backfield. Trips to the left. Tight end on the left. Looking to throw, goes right over the middle, and that one's complete. Out to the 42-yard line, 3rd down and 2. Again to Villanueva.
Mitchell O'Brien on that stop. He signed a couple of weeks ago, but they're trying to get Curtis on this slant. Atlanta is not having it. They're going to need to get Curtis more involved in active roles.
Dunhill's going to go to Willis out of the backfield again. He's got the 1st down, and then he has stood up. But he got what he needed. 1st down and 10, Queen City, and they're driving at the Atlanta 37.
Well, don't you love the game of football, Rich? That time the slant clears everybody out. So, shut me up. And Willis goes right into the hole of the defense and gets the 1st down. Nice play design there for Queen City.
Yeah, nothing in the area around Willis when he caught that pass. 2 backs behind Caswell. He's going to hand it to Willis. Going to the right. He broke 1 tackle, but then he is stopped. But he does get a gain of 2. Aaron Lee in on the stop.
So for those watching the Simulation Football League for the first time, or maybe you've watched a handful of broadcasts and you've heard how all these people got their start, well, my story's interesting. You remember how I got my start in the SFL, Rich?
I kind of thought you started the SFL, Dan.
Oh, Cat, that was ugly. Let's let Caswell try to figure it out on 3rd and 8 before I go on a tangent.
3rd down and 8 now. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. Looking to throw. has time, throws it over the middle, right into traffic, knocked down, and incomplete. Not sure. That was heavy traffic there.
I tell you what, if you're a team that struggles with defending the slants, watch what Atlanta's doing on film. I mean, they are not giving anything up over the middle of the field. They're going to make Queen City throw the ball outside the hash marks and test these two corners, Blake Hamrick and Jack Napier on the outside. Really interesting strategy here by the Swarm tonight. They are just not going to let Atlanta beat them in the middle of the field.
That one takes a bounce into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Queen City punts it away. Atlanta will start off first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. All right, so tell your story.
Oh, my. Well, one snowy eve. Yeah, I mean, the SFL just it has been my pet project. It's nice to have some time as an analyst to talk about it tonight, but Dunhill stealing my thunder
nice.
Always.
Oh my gosh, nice pass. Complete out there to Siege Falco. All the way down to the Atlanta 42, first and 10.
It's worth it though. This is an absolute beautiful pass. Splits the two defenders with Nacho Sicario chasing. And really nice throw there from Dunhill.
So first down and 10 now for Dunhill and the Swarm. 2 wide right, 1 wide left, single back. Tries to go to Hollywood, and he is dropped in the backfield by Kyrie Hasten. Loss of 3, second down and 13.
Hasten having a nice rookie season. But yeah, I mean, the SFL was created as a place where, you know, everyone can find their home and find a place to, you know, kind of matter and belong, and you don't have to be super athletic, you don't have to be young, you don't have to be old, you don't have to be a man, you don't have to be a woman. You can just be somebody that wants to be a football player like Marcus.
Oh my gosh. Nice attempt downfield, but a better play out there by Nacho Sicario. Knocks it down, third down and 13.
Marcus in the chat said, "That's what I do, Cam." He's all over it. And if you want to join the chat, twitch.tv/11sportsnext to get going. And I don't know why Joshua Williams is calling all night long, but I'm sure we'll figure it out.
I'm sure. Pump fake from Dunhill, throws it to the right, but that one is incomplete. And that'll bring up a fourth down and either a really long field goal or a punt by the Swarm.
See, and that's what I was talking about earlier, Rick, about this Atlanta team sometimes falling away. Did I say Rick? Rich, my goodness.
You did. I was going to let it.
Well, you can't let it go after I called you out for the Storm before the kickoff. It's tit for tat. But BDG's got 31 yards on 3 carries tonight. Get him more involved. Dunhill's 7 of 14. He's having a decent night, but they cannot forget about BDG because he's a valuable piece, to keeping that defense off the field. Either way, though, a decent punt there, and Atlanta's defense has been strong tonight.
Yes, it has. Absolutely. It's really kept that Queen City offense in check. First down and 10. A.J. Caswell up under center. Power I formation. 1 wide on each side. Going to go to Willis to the left. He's got some room. Gets it across the 30, down to the 40. Still going across midfield, down to the 49 or 48-yard line. First down and 10, Queen City. That's 35 yards so far tonight for Jared Willis.
Nice run by Willis there on the outside to end the quarter. Give Queen City a little positive momentum heading into the second. It was a little bit of a slow start.
That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Atlanta 7, Queen City 0. We'll be back after this. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. And brought to you by Fuel Beyond Imagination. Visit the all-new SFLinteractive.net today. By Matt Doyle Designs, the official branding partner of the SFL. And by MediaTek Institute. Turn your passion into your profession. Back here, Queen City. Still 7-0 Atlanta over Queen City. Not having any blowouts in here tonight, doesn't look like. A.J. Caswell under center on first down, and he is sacked. Brought down, loss of 3. Looked like that was Greg Julian, the defensive tackle.
And he just got the beat on the offensive, on the right tackle there, or right guard, I should say. I mean, my goodness. Talk about jump off a ball. That right guard falling asleep over there.
So on second down and 13, Caswell drops back, throws it right. That one's complete. That's enough for a first down out across, or not close to the 30, to the 31-yard line. James Matthew Jr. First down and 10, Corsairs.
Yeah, Matthew Jr., I mean, this guy's just a monster. Sometimes I run out of ways to describe him because he can just do everything. He runs all sorts of routes. He runs deep, short, inside, outside. He is their do-it-all guy.
6'7", 265-pound rookie, undrafted rookie. Making it happen tonight for the Corsairs. Going left this time. That one's caught. Be a gain of 3. Hacker on the reception. 2nd and 7. So Stephen Hacker, that's his second on the night. Second catch. No, third. Let's wait for things to update. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Caswell on second down. He's going to roll left right into the coverage or into the rush, and that one's almost picked off. Knocked down, incomplete by Blake Chance.
Why do I have a feeling, Rich, that Atlanta's going to regret these dropped interceptions? I mean, that's another one. That ball was airmailed. I mean, I thought it was going clear out of play, let alone having a chance to get intercepted by Chance. Now, that's another ball that Atlanta should have had defensively. They better get off the field here.
Yeah, that's at least two. That's at least two tonight. Third down and 7. Empty backfield for Caswell. It's going to go right this time. That one is complete. Chris Curtis, I believe, with his first catch of the night. Bring up a 4th down and 4.
Yeah, just 2 targets. I mean, Atlanta's going to take that all day. They're not going to give him anything inside the numbers. Going to force Queen City outside. And so far, the swarm defensive strategy is working. And Queen City has their first real shot at points tonight.
So a 42-yard attempt by Ricky Matthews, right dead center. Low snap, he gets the hold down, and it's blocked. And it is recovered by the Corsairs, but that one will go over to the swarm. That snap did it to him.
Wow. I mean, what a backbreaker for Queen City. Jared Willis set the drive up nicely. Matthew Jr. got things going. Caswell's already thrown 18 times in this game, but he's only averaging 4 yards an attempt. Points seem to be at a premium tonight, and Queen City comes up empty.
So Dunhill on first down goes right over the middle. That one is complete. Jamal Wooding out to the 46, 1st and 10.
I love that Wooding is targeted early and often. That's the 7th target, 4 receptions, but feed Hollywood 10 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll get him going here.
2 backs behind Marcus Dunhill, and they're going to go to Hollywood. He is stopped at the line of scrimmage.
What are you running for?
No gain.
Can you believe that? Can you believe that, Rich? Can you believe they ran the ball? Whose idea was that?
You know,
obviously, Queen City was anticipating trying to get him going, too.
Yeah.
They were all over it.
Queen City showing man coverage out here with trips to the right. Pump fakes, goes right over the middle again to Wooding, and he gets it out there close to the first down, but just short, being 3rd down and inches. Thought he stretched that one out across the line to gain, but they say no.
Wooding on pace for a career night receptions if he's not careful. That's now 5 on 8 targets for 43 yards for Jamal Wooding.
Plenty of time for Dunhill. He's got pressure now. Throws it left. That one's incomplete. Knocked down by Farrell Rains and Achilles Frank. Bring up 4th down and inches. And, you know, do you go for it here in Queen City territory at the 44?
Well, Queen City's already burned a timeout, so if you burn one here, it's only fair, right? But
yeah,
I'm not so sure with the way that they stuffed Hollywood on the last play. I'd be very nervous about going for this. They are.
they're going to throw it. Under pressure, and he is sacked. Wow. On 4th down, trying to get a couple inches, and Jeff Duffy just lays him out.
Rich, how does this always happen? You get the 2 most electric passing offenses with electric green here in prime time on television, and now nobody wants to score. It's unbelievable. These 2 defensive schemes tonight have been really outstanding. Very impressed with both coaching staffs.
So Queen City takes over with good field position just inside Atlanta territory. They're going to give it to Willis. He goes to the right, and he gets about 9. Well, they're going to give him 8. 2nd down and 2. I'd keep handing it to Willis if he's averaging 8.5 yards a carry.
What do you think about Atlanta going for that? Do you think that was kind of a test to just see if Queen City was awake tonight?
I don't know. I can see going for it, but again, you know, you take that 7-step drop when you only need a couple inches. you're going to get a rush. Willis to the right has some room. No, that's not Willis. That was Marcus Dunhill, wasn't it? No, who was that?
Or Caswell. It would be pretty hard for Dunhill to switch teams in the middle.
Yeah, it would be. That would be. You know, when you flip those rosters around. Caswell with the run. And that looked like a design quarterback run.
Oh, yeah, that's the Tom Brady effect up here in the great northeast of the SFL. A.J. Caswell, better at that than anybody. And it's got Queen City set up in good position, and the Corsairs doing it on the ground, believe it or not.
Empty backfield now, trips to the right. Going to throw right, that one's complete, and Chris Curtis drags his feet. Going to gain 2, 2nd down and 8.
On the top of the screen, the slant taken away. Hacker was running the slant there, and I can't overstate it enough. The slant, a very valuable route in the SFL, and if you can take it away, you're already a step in the right direction, and it's causing Caswell to go to different reads.
I don't know that I've seen him complete a slant yet tonight.
No.
Going to go to Willis right up the middle. He's going to get a few. Stopped after a gain of 3.
Oh, no.
3rd down and 3. Dylan Rowland. Oh, no.
That's critical to the middle of their defense. Oh!
Oh.
Man, he got popped.
He did. He got popped the first time, and then he got sandwiched between another defender.
Ouch. That gave me goosebumps. Oh, my goodness.
So 3rd down and 3 now for A.J. Caswell. And now he's got to be thinking the middle of the field there with Roland out. Goes deep down the center, and that one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Curtis. Overthrew him.
Have we ever thought about how dumb some of the things we do as human? Goosebumps. Who comes up with this stuff? I mean, we don't sit and think about it enough. How insane some of this stuff is.
Yeah, who examined a goose to see if they, No. It's going to be a 29-yard attempt from Ricky Matthews. And again, low snap, but that one he gets up, and it is through. And the Corsairs get on the board. Atlanta 7, Queen City 3, 6:22 left in the half. We'll be back. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports Network. So Queen City drives it down into Atlanta territory, gets a field goal, and gets on the board. Atlanta 7, Queen City 3. And if you aren't out at the chat or in the chat, get out to Twitch. Twitch TV/11 Sports Next. Get in there and join Swole 2011, Raynola, I'm a effing problem, Mitch Boy 40, everybody that's out there. I see Blue Maple 15, Mince and Mind, Hollywood 34, Siege Falco. Make sure you get out there and join in and interact with the community.
Atlanta, well represented as always.
1st down and 10, Dunhill. Throws right, complete, and steps out of bounds, Siege Falco. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's Tony Gloss 500 in the chat. I thought it was Tony Goose. I thought I was being haunted.
He was going to explain the Goosebumps issue?
Yeah, no, I expected some honking and lots of aggressive begging for food. But Dunhill continues to be aggressive tonight. 10 of 18, a $115 and a touchdown. But Atlanta would like to see this lead grow.
And jumped off sides. There is the sack, but I think that one's going to be against the Corsairs,
Neutral zone infraction.
and it is encroachment.
Defense, 5-yard penalty. First
So
down.
it'll be a 5-yard walk-off against the Corsairs.
You could tell by that smirk on Duffy's face that he knew that he had gotten away with something, or thought he might have gotten away with something, and he got an extra hit on the quarterback. What's 5 yards?
Well, yeah. I mean, if they're going to throw a flag on you anyway. And go right up the middle with Hollywood, makes a spin, and does get 4. Second down and 6.
Wow, this is just thinking back to how this game has developed and transpired. Really surprising stuff on both sides, but Atlanta being able to weather the storm here on the road early has been more impressive.
Under pressure again, and here comes Duffy, and this time it's going to count. Sacks him all the way back to the 38-yard line. That Marcus Dunhill's tired of seeing his face.
Yeah, I think if I was Marcus Dunhill, I'd be getting up after that sack saying to the refs that he jumped off sides again. Just to try to get him to think about it some more.
That's number 2 for Duffy tonight. Second sack. Dunhill's going to throw it, and that one's knocked down incomplete.
But it was Duffy again. They're applying the pressure. He is owning that left side of the line right now, and he's really been the difference maker in the second quarter to help neutralize Atlanta. They have not hit Jamal Wooding on a target over the last couple of drives, and without Jamal Wooding, Atlanta has looked a little bit more uncomfortable in the passing game.
So the punt away for Atlanta. Comes down, good coverage by the Swarm. And Jeff Duffy came in, he already had 6.5 sacks coming into tonight. So the way things are going, he's going to keep adding to that total. He's got 8.5 now at this point.
And that should put him back on the leaderboards. Ghibli Doo, who had 12 coming in, leading the league. I think he had a couple tonight too. But yeah, Duffy constantly getting pressure for the Corsairs, a wrinkle to this terrific defense.
So A.J. Caswell going to try and move him into territory again. Pass, that one's complete. Nice pitch and catch to Stephen Hacker. All the way down to the 46-yard line, first down and 10 Corsairs.
That's fans 716 in the chat saying, holy cow, what a game, huh? And yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is these are 2 3-3 teams that really want this victory badly. Atlanta just missing out on the playoffs last year. Queen City just making it into the playoffs this year. Both teams, tons to prove.
First down and 10. Caswell hands it off to Willis going to the left. And he's going to gain 5 on first down. Second down and 5. Never scoff at a 5-yard gain on first down.
No, absolutely. And if you want to get involved in the SFL, the best way is to join our Discord server. And Pump H and Vivid are our newest members here tonight, along with Big John. So welcome to the Discord server. Happy to have you. Nice play.
That was thrown over the middle.
Oh,
Incomplete.
no.
Dylan Rowland. Ouch.
Jared
Hate to see
Willis,
those
you broke him.
emails.
He's not a toy, a human being. Wow, that is a huge loss for Atlanta.
That is.
And if I was Queen City right now, I would be running crosses, drags, and runs up the middle and just trying to attack that weakness right now.
Caswell under center. Short drop, has time, throws it right over the middle like we talked about, but he just couldn't hold on to it. Incomplete. Chad Gilson trying to hold on to it.
Come on, man. He did that on purpose. I mean, that was the perfect play call would have gotten the first down. And I'm just kidding, Chad. Welcome to the league, and there will be more incredible catches ahead. But 3 targets tonight for Gilson. They're trying to get him involved. Same thing with the Sativa, 3 targets on the other side for Atlanta. These offenses are walking scared a bit. These defenses hitting hard.
Yeah, the defenses tonight playing outstanding against these 2 potent passing teams, that's for sure. You talk about these 2 new players on the offense, Chad Gilson for the Corsairs and Severus Sativa for the Swarm. You've got Bo Fee on the defensive side, who signed in Week 7 for the Corsairs, and Mitchell O'Brien that signed in Week 7 on the defensive side for the Atlanta Swarm. So those of you that are out there looking to get involved. Wednesday is the next signing day for the rookies to get on a team. You can be on the field next week. Dunhill to throw deep in his own territory. That one's complete and just short of the first down. Complete to Siege Falco. Didn't see who made that hit.
It was Tanner Hendricks. And these small little moments in the game, like, oh, that looks like an easy first down, but it's not, with Tanner Hendricks keeping him behind the chains. It starts to set in the mind of offensive players.
That one is caught, but could not keep his feet in bounds. Siege Falco bring up 3rd down and inches.
See, now Hendricks is in his head. He goes outside. Look at all the space that he had to work with, and Falco loses his place on the field, and Coach Chisholm's going to challenge this, and I don't think he's going to win this, Rich. It didn't look inbounds to me.
No, it didn't to me either. It was live action, live speed, but let's take a look at the replay.
Look at all that space. Did he drag the toe?
I don't know.
After review, the play stands. The pass was
Incomplete.
Catch was made.
Incomplete. That heel went down before his toe, I think. The heel went down out of bounds.
3rd down.
Yeah, good call, Rich. That's what I saw, too.
So here we go. 3rd down and inches now for the Swarm. They need to get this first down. 2 wide right. You got 2 tight ends on the left side of the formation. Single back. Drops. Throws right over the middle. That one's caught.
Oh,
nice catch.
man.
Went up and pulled that one down. Boo Chisholm.
Happy Halloween, Buffalo. Man. He just came over the middle of the field on the post route and took all the candy. Nacho Sicario was right there. Chisholm, tremendous play on the football. He's got 51 yards, leads the team on 3 receptions, has caught all of his targets.
Nacho Sicario thought he had that interception. He didn't even know Boo Chisholm was anywhere close. Hollywood goes right up the middle, fights for a few yards. He gets 3, 2nd down and 7. And that one will bring us up to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left. Atlanta 7, Queen City 3. Back here in Buffalo, New York, 2 minutes left in the first half. Queen City trails Atlanta 7-3. Been a defensive struggle here between these 2 teams. Marcus Dunhill goes to Hollywood out of the backfield, tries to spin upfield, but the stingy Corsairs defense and Nacho Sicario kept him there. 3rd down and 4.
I think the biggest storyline of this first half so far, Rich, is that Queen City came into the game ranked 19th in rushing yards per game, only 48.5. 54 rushing yards for Willis in the first half, along with 16 receiving yards.
Yeah, Willis has had a pretty good day. They have not been able, Atlanta hasn't been able to get BDG Hollywood going. That one's complete to Siege Falco. That's enough for a first down.
Falco knocked into the upside down there on the sideline. He got whacked. And I'm telling you, man, these defenders are hitting out there tonight. You can tell these two teams, this game means something to these two squads, especially Atlanta, who's lost 3 nail-biters in the last 3 weeks. They got to get back in the win column.
They have. I think they've lost their last 3 games by 3 points or less. Is that, I mean, that's accurate, I think.
Yeah, 34-32, 34-31, 34-31.
Yeah. Severus Sativa with another catch. 2nd down and 2. Dunhill with a deep drop. Plenty of time going deep down the middle. That one's picked off. Return back to the 20, spins and gets it out to the 23-yard line. That was picked off by, who was it? I didn't see.
Sicario getting revenge.
Sicario. Yeah.
Wow. Now, you want to talk about the case of deja vu, Rich. That looked like the exact opposite of what happened on the previous play when Sicario thought he had an interception. Boo Chisholm thought he had the touchdown. I mean, he was going down in the end zone. I mean, it was a foregone conclusion, and Sicario just stepped right in front of it. Critical turnover. That's the first of the game.
So Queen City on first down, going to the left to Jared Willis out of the backfield. He's going to get 2 on first down, 2nd down and 8. Yeah, first turnover of the game right here at the end of the half. They've got 41 seconds left.
If I'm Queen City, I'm pretty disappointed with the passing game. Matthew has 16 yards, Curtis 6 yards. They have to be better in the second half if they want to win, because that one goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tried to get it to Hacker. He couldn't keep his feet in bounds. 3rd down and 8, 26 seconds. It does stop the clock, but 26 seconds left. It doesn't look like they're going to take any timeouts to try and extend it.
It's just alarming to see Caswell with a 3.8 yards per attempt. That is not his game, nor is it Queen City's. But credit this Atlanta secondary. They have been really disciplined.
Caswell drops back, goes to the right again, and gets it out of bounds. Chris Curtis with the catch, but it does bring up a 4th down and 4.
Man, what a mess, Rich. I mean, not only do you not get the first down, but you don't even take any time off the clock, and you give this explosive swarm offense a chance to sling a few down the field. A dangerous game these Pirates are playing.
Yeah, they were working the sideline, but they weren't. They didn't seem like they were trying. I mean, they're trying to get downfield very quickly with as little bit of time as they had left. Punt returned out to the 38-yard line, and Marcus Dunhill will come out with the swarm offense. They only have 15 ticks left on the clock. Do they just run it and get into the locker room, or are they going to take a shot?
It looks like they're going to take a shot. Don't blame them. See what Dunhill's got.
Not bad field position with 2 timeouts in 15 seconds. At least get into Hail Mary territory. Dunhill, quick throw to the left. That's complete and gets out of bounds. Siege Falco stops the clock with 11 seconds. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
Falco knocked down Stephen Hacker over on his sideline. That's just rude.
That is not good sportsmanship. It's just not.
Siege Falco's in the chat. I'd like to hear what he has to say about that. We'll put it up on the screen as long as he can behave.
Trips to the right this time for Dunhill. Single back. Going to go deep down the right-hand side, and that one's picked off. second interception in a row for the Corsairs. This time it's Tanner Hendricks.
You know, if I haven't said it before on the broadcast, this is the perfect time to say it. I thought Tanner Hendricks was the most underrated signing of the offseason. He had a season in Indianapolis that was very brief, that did not work out. There were a lot of things that didn't work out with Indianapolis at the beginning of last season. He took the season off. He came back refreshed and found a Queen City team after he had a really great career in Tallahassee, and he's resurrected it here in black and green. Been a tremendous pickup.
Going to go to Jared Willis to the right-hand side, and they're going to take their first timeout, or their second timeout. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. 3 seconds left on the clock.
That's just seeing if they could get into field goal range, or I'm sorry, Hail Mary range with that run. Only got a few. Not sure that they're in Caswell's range here.
Yeah, that would be a long throw.
Siege said, "Get off me."
I
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. See, the interaction. You can't beat the interaction in the SFL.
No. Oh, Hacker says he was checking out the cheerleaders. That's why he got knocked over. So that'll bring us to the end of the half. Atlanta 7, Queen City 3 here at Queensland in Buffalo, New York. Marcus Dunhill so far tonight, 16 for 28 for 168 yards. Severus Sativa, the rookie, signed this week, has 18 yards on 2 receptions. Pretty even as you look at the stat sheet. Obviously, Atlanta's got a little bit more going on the passing side, and Corsairs have a little bit more on the rushing side, but everything else is just pretty even, and that's reflected in the scoreboard.
Yeah,
7-3.
And towards the end of the first half, sorry, Rich, we started to see the two strategies separate each other. We saw aggressive versus conservative in that second quarter, and neither yielded much positive result, but Atlanta was unafraid to launch it deep and make some mistakes, while Queen City has been extremely cautious with how they approach this Atlanta secondary. I think that if they can get Curtis and Matthew Jr. going, the way that Willis is finding success tonight in running the football, I think Queen City can probably come away with this. How is that not blocked, Curtis? What a great look there.
Yes. Yeah, great camera work.
And we remember in the first half, Queen City got a field goal block, so really it could be 7-6 right now. Got an interception at the goal line by Sicario. Could be 14-6. Both teams have had some missed opportunities, but what an exciting game. I mean, these two have lived up to the billing. It's not as high scoring as we would have thought coming into the night, but it appears that the SFL has saved its best for last here today.
So we'll go flip over to the Queen City side. A.J. Caswell, 14 for 26 for 100 yards on the button. That's a 3.8 yard per attempt average. Jared Willis, 56 yards on 9 carries. Stephen Hacker, the leading receiver for the Corsairs, with 34 yards on 4 receptions. On the other side, Atlanta, Siege Falco, 53 yards and on 5 receptions. He's the leading receiver for the Swarm. But we are ready to go here to start the second half. And Atlanta will receive this kickoff from the Corsairs. Out to the 25, makes a move, gets out to the 30-yard line. Good return. First down and 10 for the Swarm.
Sicario also... Oh, go ahead,
Go ahead,
Rich.
sorry. So they've got Sativa out there returning kickoffs in his first week on the field.
Yeah, no, Atlanta's done a great job involving him a lot in this game plan, but Sicario also has 7 tackles. He leads all defenders in tackles. He's been everywhere.
He's going to go to BDG Hollywood right off the bat, and he gains 8. Good run on first down. Stopped by Avery King.
I'm sorry, sir, but this road is closed. Oh, my goodness. I mean, he came out of nowhere. I thought BDG, I mean, that was a 15-yard gain right there that King literally cut in half along with BDG's body.
Two wide right. Two tight ends on the formation on the left. Dunhill goes right this time. That one's caught, but he went back. He was diving back to make that catch. Siege Falco brings up 3rd and 2.
I don't think he got a first down, but I don't think that he gained anything or gained nothing either. It looked like he got at least a yard on that tough spot.
Power I formation behind Dunhill. Two wide right. Going to go to Hollywood, and he's hitting the backfield and stopped. No gain. Brings up 4th down and 3. Actually, a loss of a yard. 4th down and 3.
The offensive line lost that one, Rich. I mean, Queen City just invaded the backfield. I mean, you can't even put that on Hollywood. That play stood no chance. Nice push by that Corsair defensive front, and this war of single digits continues. This is intense.
Yeah, I keep saying it. This is a heck of a defensive battle tonight between these two teams, and it's not at all what I expected coming in. So if you're out there watching the SFL again for the first time, or maybe you just haven't gotten involved yet, get out to simulationfl.net, find the Discord link, get involved, and you can be on the field next week. Wednesday is the next signing date. Just like this week, Chad Gilson, wide receiver for the Corsairs, and Severus Sativa, the wide receiver for the Swarm. You've heard both of their names tonight, going deep down the field, complete. Caswell gets it to Hacker. 1st down and 10 in Atlanta territory.
Second half adjustments, they're a real thing, and this adjustment by Caswell is let it fly. We're going to have to start testing this secondary if we want to win this game, because they're not giving us anything short. Perfect ball to Hacker.
1st down and 10 now for the Corsairs. Empty backfield. Caswell throws it over the middle again. That one's complete. That's another 1st down. That one, I think, to James Matthew Jr. again.
Back-to-back throws of over 10 yards since the defense got the stop on Hollywood. You can sense that the Corsairs can feel some momentum turning.
Up under center this time, Dunhill with single back. He's going to go to Jared Willis up the middle, and he is stopped after a short gain. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
This is the moment where wins and losses are made. Moments like this, just outside of field goal range. Points are at a premium tonight. See what they do.
Too wide for Caswell. Throws it over the middle again, gets it to James Matthew Jr., and he holds on to it after absorbing a nice hit from Aaron Lee. 1st down and 10 now for the Corsairs. Yeah, you talk about points being at a premium, Cam. They want to get in the end zone. They don't want to settle for 3 here.
Yeah, it could cost them the game, the way this is going.
Trips to the right. Caswell sees something he wants to try and exploit here. He changes the play. Single back. Going to go to Willis off the right-hand side. Flag on the play. Willis has dropped for a loss. Dropped by the defensive end, Shaq Barrett. Well, let's see what the flag is.
Oh, geez.
Oh.
That's a spot foul, too. It's against Matthew Jr. Wow.
That's a killer. That'll kill a drive.
Well, he nicked Shine there at the. It wasn't at the end of the play. It was at the beginning of the play. It was almost like he almost tripped him. That is a huge penalty.
Brings it up first down and 26, and now out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Caswell goes left. That one's complete. But Curtis steps out of bounds. A gain of 7. Second down and 19.
I really like the call there. You don't have to panic. First and 26. Just get 7 every play, and you'll be fine if you decide to go for it on fourth down, of course. But second and 19, just get another 9 here, and you'll be right back where you need to be.
Single back trips to the right. Caswell going to Willis out of the backfield. He does make a move and gets a few more yards. Gets it up to the 25, third down and 12 now.
Minson Mines on point in the chat saying, I mean, these are 2 of the most unpredictable teams in the league. And he's right. Queen City beat New Orleans by 41 the week after they lost to Alaska by 24. And the week before that, they won by 16. They've lost by 19. But, I mean, they're all over the place this year.
Stephen Hacker just could not tiptoe the sideline to get up there and get the first down. Steps out at the 20. Brings up fourth down and 7.
On the flip side, Atlanta has been in so many nail-biters, but in so many of them, they have had the lead early and into late in the second half. This game doesn't feel like one of those games. It's been tight the whole way. Watch the block.
Let's see if they can get the snap. There it is. Good snap. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it is good. So Queen City cuts the lead to 1. Atlanta 7, Queen City 6, 5:48 left in the third quarter. You're watching the Simulation Football League brought to you by APM Music on 11 Sports Network. We'll be back. Here in Buffalo. Nice return by Sativa out to the 32. And Atlanta will go back to work. First down and 10 here with 5:44 left in the third quarter. Marcus Dunhill comes back out. He's going to come out with an I formation behind him. First time I've seen that tonight. 2 wide receivers left, 1 wide right, going to go to BDG Hollywood, and he is met at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Stopped there by the outside linebacker, James Buden. Second down and 10.
After the fast start from Hollywood down to just 5 yards a carry. Remember, he was at 10.3 early in that first half.
Yeah, Queen City's made some adjustments to stop him, but then we say that, and he gets a few more. He's going to gain 5 on that one. And he hits 50 yards on the day.
And Nathan Blake, who's doing stats for us tonight behind the scenes, is on the money with Hollywood. 50 yards on 10 carries. But again, Tanner Hendricks was the man that prevented that first down. Third down now. They're 4 for 10.
So to the shotgun, Marcus Dunhill throws it right over the middle. That one's complete. That's enough for a first down. Siege Falco on the reception. Threw it into double coverage. Tanner Hendricks was there. Pharaoh Raines was there, but they get the first down.
An earlier third down was lost for Atlanta because of the offensive line not being able to block. That time, the first down, the chains moved for Atlanta because the offensive line provided great protection against a blitz and a nice laser from Dunhill.
Dunhill has plenty of time again, throws it over the middle. That one incomplete. Could not hold on to it, trying to get it to Wooding. 2nd and 10. Second down and 10 at the Atlanta 45. Here in the third quarter, 4:09 left. Rich Pratchard and Cameron Irvine here with you tonight from Buffalo. Going to the left, BDG Hollywood's going to break one free, and he gets out to the 47-yard line, brings up 3rd down and 2.
Gut check time for Atlanta. I think you got to muscle this through on 3rd down and 2. Give it off to BDG and make something happen. Show Queen City you're not going to finesse your way to a victory here, but 8 in the box.
They're looking for that run. Drops back, throw under pressure, and he gets hit and sacked. Offensive line could not handle that pressure. And the Corsairs bring him down. That was Kyrie Hasten.
Sorry, Rich. The fullback was wide open. Look at the top of the screen. And, wow, just a big miss there for the Swarm. And this offense, it's the second half, and particularly the third quarter, they are just struggling.
Queen City brings the heat on that punt rush and just about gets their hand on it. 3:04 left in the third quarter. Atlanta 7, Queen City 6. We'll take a break and be back. You're watching the Simulation Football League, brought to you by APM Music on 11 Sports Network. Back here in Buffalo, New York at Queens Way. Queen City on offense after that punt, deep in their own territory at the 16-yard line. A.J. Caswell throws it over the middle. That one's complete. Nice catch in traffic. That's out to the 32-yard line. Chris Curtis on the reception. 1st and 10.
That's the first time an inside route has worked to Curtis all night. Unfortunately, we're not going to get another look. I would have loved to have seen the coverage there. But Queen City looks a little bit more effective against the stingy Atlanta defense in the second half.
I'm surprised they're not going over the middle a little bit more, across the middle a little bit more with Rowland being out. That one's complete to Jared Willis. He lays a stiff arm and gets out to the 39, gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
Just shows the respect they have for Aquana Shine. Even with Dylan Rowland out, the middle is such a beast. And now Mitchell O'Brien, the slot safety, who had 2 interceptions in his rookie debut last week, is also there in the slot in the middle of the field. So it's still tough sledding.
Caswell to throw, throws it over the middle. That one's complete. And that was Jamal Wooding, 6'6", going up to pull that one down. 1st down and 10. Just throw it up to the big tight end. Like I said, 6'6", 255. Just throw it up and let him come down with it.
Matthew Jr. now 52 yards on 4 grabs.
Sorry, I went to the wrong roster again. That was Matthew Jr., and this one's complete to Stephen Hacker. And he gets the 1st down.
All right, so now A.J. Caswell is starting to hum offensively. 23 of 35, 201 yards. He's up to 6 yards an attempt. And look at Hacker, man. That is his #1 skill. Stop on a dime. And he just blew through Blake Hamrick. And this is the sharpest Queen City has looked here tonight. Atlanta better hold on to their hats.
Yeah, Queen City definitely getting warmed up here. Single back, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Gonna go to Willis off the right-hand side, and he spins, gets up close to the first down, and just short. Brings up 2nd down and inches. Jack Napier in on the stop. Nice run by Willis. 2nd down and inches now. Caswell under center, single back. Gonna go to Willis again up the middle, and he just gets clotheslined. Aquinas Shine came up and made a statement, but Willis gets the first down. That's all he cared about.
He got a shiner. He got a shiner on that one, Rich.
Yes, he did.
Willis, who has a season-high 91 yards on 20 carries against Oklahoma City, 68 yards on 11 carries tonight. Still plenty left in his tank.
Low snap. Caswell picks it up, but he cannot connect. Falls incomplete. Mitchell O'Brien in on the deflection. 2nd down and 10. 8 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Atlanta 7, Queen City 6. Queen City trying to get back on the board here. They're in Atlanta territory at the 25. Say they are close to, if not in field goal range. Going to send 4 wide. Caswell on 2nd down, goes deep down the middle. That one's tipped and caught. Chris Curtis on the deflection. Oh my gosh. That brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. I wanted to see a replay of that one. Atlanta 7, Queen City 6. We'll be back. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports. All right, what a catch from Chris Curtis there, but just before we took our break at the end of the 3rd quarter. It is the 4th quarter. Queen City trying to take the lead here for the first time tonight. Looking to throws into the end zone, caught, touchdown, Corsairs. James Matthew Jr. Nice pass from A.J. Caswell right into a spot where only Matthew could get to it.
What a clever ball. Look at that. That is a remarkable throw. And what a huge play. Doesn't look like they're going to go for 2. And
nope.
They won't. Interesting with, I guess they figure 2 field goals probably be harder to come by than 1 touchdown for Atlanta, because you might only get 1 more chance to score here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Good snap again. They had some trouble with that deep snap earlier in the game, but the extra point is up and good. Queen City 13, Atlanta 7. So Chris Curtis now with 55 yards for the Corsairs, but Stephen Hacker 76 yards on 7 receptions so far tonight. The leading receiver for the Corsairs so far. Jared Willis jumped up his yard total on that drive to 70. Severus Sativa brings that one out to the 25. 1st down and 10 for the Swarm. See all the 4s up in the chat. Everybody getting involved. Frico, S Hacker, S Hacker 3, Stephen Hacker, Swole 2011. Rayanola, TMG 82, Doug Day, Philium 5, everybody in there. If you're not there, get there. Twitch.tv /11 Sports Next. That throw is incomplete. Second down and 10.
Dunhill slowly getting frustrated. 19 of 32 now. And probably about as frustrated as Phillium 5 was in the chat trying to figure out where all the fours were coming from. That's become kind of a tradition around here.
Two wide right, single back for Dunhill. It's going to throw, goes right. That one's, almost tipped, but caught. And that's enough for a swarm first down. First down and 10, Atlanta, caught by Siege Falco, but I didn't see who tried to knock that one down, but they just came up short.
Yeah, I didn't either, Rich. Super quick there, and a great blitz pickup helped Dunhill get that pass away. He's up to an even 200, and that was really key because Atlanta's offense just has not been moving much at all.
Going to go to BDG Hollywood. He kind of gets skinny there and gets out past the first line of defense, but stopped after a gain of 3. Second down and 7 right at midfield.
Man, it's tight, Rich. Two teams with even records. Their byes are out of the way. And this game could be the difference if one of these makes the playoffs and one of them doesn't.
Yeah, both coming in 3-3. Hit as he throws. Dunhill overthrew that, but Hasten was right on him. Knocked him down as he was throwing. There was no way he was going to complete that one. Third down and 7. Yeah, both these teams coming in 3-3, Cam, and really even. I mean, we talked about it before the broadcast. You know, even stats. I mean, right at the top of the charts in passing yards per game. But it's the defense. The story of the defenses tonight.
And that time, that was Dunhill's worst pass of the night. I don't know where he was going with that. And you almost start to wonder, Rich, you know, Queen City's played in a lot of blowouts either way. Atlanta's played in I mean, it seems like a nail-biter every week.
Yes.
But Atlanta's been on the wrong end of so many nail-biters lately, you almost start to wonder if ignorance is bliss with Queen City. And they have the advantage in this situation because Atlanta, I mean, you can't help it. After 2-3 in a row, you just can't help yourself but to think, oh my gosh, is this going to happen again?
So after the punt, 9:43 left in the fourth quarter. Queen City 13, Atlanta 7. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Watching the Simulation Football League, brought to you by IPM Music on 11 Sports Network. Tonight's Simulation Football League broadcast on 11 Sports Network is brought to you in part by Nation's Best Football, helping NFL, college, high school, and youth players to help secure the bag. By ScoreStream, official live scoring app of the SFL. By Sector 6, custom esports jerseys and apparel and the exclusive SFL shop provider. And by SpyGoat, dedicated to the craft of audio. Aerial shots brought to you by AirViews, united by drone. Visit airviews.com to see more drone footage. Checking out a little bit of footage of New York there. Sent the drone around New York, I think. I don't think they just stuck in Buffalo this week, though.
I know you like when they go upside down.
Absolutely.
You've made it a point, I think, in broadcast. I did that just for you tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that.
For all those that, well, most people don't know, we like to have our broadcasts, our production meetings every week. Rich and I have somewhat of a friendly rivalry, and we really have not been at each other too much tonight. I think we've kept it pretty civil.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Throws it right. That one's complete. Chris Curtis gets it out to the 29-yard line. First down and 10 for the Corsairs. No, you save all that for our broadcast meetings. I know you do.
See, we're just showing people tonight that we're not really enemies. That we're actually great friends. And
Yes.
and honestly, that's really what the SFL is all about too, right?
That's
some
right.
people
That's
talk
right.
smack and everything, but we're all here for each other.
Drops back to throw. Caswell throws left. A nice throw. That one's complete. Mitchell O'Brien trying to knock it down, but Stephen Hacker is able to drag his feet. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Man, Mitchell O'Brien, I thought he had his third, and that could have given Atlanta the lead. And that's where this game is right now. The margin of error is so razor thin. That was a very dangerous ball for Caswell, but he's all the way up to 68% after he was under 50 in the first half.
Going to go to Willis to the right-hand side. He breaks a tackle. He's going to get out to the 39-yard line, and just enough for a Corsairs first down. Stopped by Aquinas Shine. But the Corsairs are moving the ball.
And that's where you miss Dylan Rowland. Instead of it getting out to Shine after a couple of broken tackles, maybe Rowland makes that play first to prevent a first down.
Short drop by Caswell, goes left. That one's to Curtis. He gets the first down, knocked out of bounds at the 48. Blake Chance on the tackle. But that's, again, Corsair first down, and they're still moving.
See, instead of bringing Curtis on a slant like they were in the first half, they're bringing him on a crossing pattern over the middle, and they're making the swarm players chase. And with the way that the Corsairs have possessed the ball tonight, this is play number 68, and possibly the 44th pass for Caswell. They're exhausting these defensive backs.
Short drop, going to go left,
Oh.
and that one is knocked down. Incomplete. Blake Hamrick came up and made a nice play on that ball.
But, Rich, another missed opportunity at a pick. Caswell, I can't believe he's got a clean slate. That was a tremendous break on the ball by Blake Hamrick. Came out of nowhere for the 9th pass deflection of the game for the Swarm. But you got to convert. You got to turn the ball over.
I always say they're playing defensive back for a reason. Unfortunately, in situations like that, you've got to be able to catch the ball. That one's incomplete. Threw into dangerous traffic trying to get it to Hacker.
Yeah, I was about to say Aaron Lee makes the stop. Lee leads the team in tackles tonight with 5, and he's happy to not have his 6th because that would have meant that Hacker would have caught that ball. Big 3rd and 10 here. Queen City just 2 for 9 on 3rd down tonight.
There you go, trips right. Single receiver left. James Matthew on the right-hand side at the tight end spot. Looking to throw, has time, goes right, but again, Chris Curtis catches it, but nowhere close to the first down marker, 4th down and 6.
Third downs are going to be the look at
Barkley was not happy.
Oh my goodness gracious. Whatever happened to human decency? I mean,
Yeah.
Third downs are going to be the death of Queen City tonight. 2 for 10.
Yeah.
And the third and longs in particular have been problematic for the Corsairs. That prevents them from expanding their lead into a 2-score game. And that's going to roll into the end zone.
Yep. That was close. So 7:09 left in this one, folks. Queen City 13, Atlanta 7. We'll be back after this break. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports Network. Back here in Buffalo, don't forget, folks, tomorrow night we've got 3 more games tapped for you, starting at 7 o'clock Eastern, right here on 11 Sports Network, Las Vegas at St. Louis, over on the SFL Twitch channel at 7 o'clock, Oklahoma City and Sioux Falls, and then the final game of the weekend, or the week, Seattle at Baltimore at 9:30 Eastern time on 11 Sports. Fills up your Labor Day. Watch some football Labor Day evening.
Happy Labor Day to everybody. Hope everybody enjoys the day off. The SFL never sleeps, and we'll be rocking and rolling. Rich, you call a game tomorrow night as well. Is that right?
That's right. I will be on Twitch at 7 o'clock, Oklahoma City and Sioux Falls. Dunhill to throw, under pressure and sacked. Brought down again. That is Jeff Duffy's 3rd sack of the night.
He is a monster, and he mashed Marcus Dunhill right there.
Man.
That was tough to watch. After a nice completion to Wooding over the middle, but Boo Chisholm has gone quiet. Just 4 targets, 3 catches, 51 yards. Got to figure out how to get him open out there against Tanner Hendricks.
2 backs, Dunhill 2 pass. 2nd and 16 goes deep down the left-hand side, and that one is tipped and incomplete. That one could have been picked off. Avery King tipped it, but Nacho Sicario got his hands on it.
That was really bad high school volleyball right there, out there in the Queen City defensive backfield.
Yeah.
They really should have had that. I mean, there's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. 3rd and 16. Who knows, with the way this game's going, this could be the ball game.
Empty backfield for Dunhill. Under pressure, throws it over the middle, and that one is caught. Caught, but just short of the first down, 4th and 1. Man, Siege Falco pulls that one down.
That's, to me,
yeah.
Rich, that's worth a challenge. No way you go for this. On 4th and 1, if you're going to burn the timeout anyway, then challenge the play then.
Yeah.
Terrible spot. Wow.
All right, formation. 7 seconds on the play clock. Are they going to snap it? Nope, they're going to take a timeout.
That was such
I agree.
Go ahead, Rich.
I agree. No, I agree with you. I thought he was out past the line.
That was such a bang play that that's such a tough break, because that throw under duress was not the best throw that Dunhill's had tonight, but in a way it was the best throw he's had tonight. I mean, he put that ball exactly where it needed to go. And this has just been the month of August for Atlanta. Now it's bleeding into September. Their defense, they need to capitalize on one of these interceptions because the offense is just picking their teeth right now, trying to figure out how to get this ball down the field. That was a really tough break. I mean, I can't say for sure it was a bad call, Rich. It was such a bang-bang play, but it was definitely worth another look.
I agree. Yeah, with some of the challenges, the two challenges we had earlier in the game, a little more obvious to me. Caswell right over the middle. That one's complete. It's going to be a gain of 7. Second down and 3. Villanueva on the catch again.
Well, Atlanta has been here all night tonight. They have been in this game, but they have not scored in the second half. Queen City's kind of kept momentum going. This could be a sneak here.
In the shotgun with 2 backs flanking him, and there you go, right up the middle. Caswell, plenty of room, and he slides down at the 38. First down and 10, Queen City. You called it.
Got to be ready for anything, Rich. And Caswell's had the middle tonight, and that is, we haven't talked much about Dylan Rowland since he got hurt and left this game, but it's obviously made an impact on Queen City's play calling. You did not see Caswell take off on a quarterback run at all in the first half. They've done it twice with success here in the second.
3 wide, Caswell in the shotgun. And a throw left. That one is complete. And he falls out of bounds. Stephen Hacker with a gain of 3, second and 7.
We were talking to the break, Rich, about how Queen City's third down offense has been poor in terms of play calling. I think Atlanta's key to getting off the field right now is to put Queen City in a third and long situation, because when the Corsairs have not been, they've been able to do whatever they want in the second half.
Trips to the right, single back, going to go to Willis. He tries to go to the right, bounces it back to the middle and gets stopped. Going to bring up third down and 5, and right in that dangerous territory for these guys. They, like you said, they've kind of been working the sideline on third down and just not getting out there past the sticks before he delivers the ball. So we'll see where they go here.
Nice play by Williams. He's been really quiet tonight. Needs to apply some pressure here.
Yep. Trips bunch to the left. Going to go to Willis right up the middle, and he makes a man pay for it and gets the first down by inches. First down and 10 Corsairs.
I got to be honest with you, Rich. I didn't see that coming, and I wonder if Atlanta didn't see it either. And that just goes to show you the trust they have in Willis. He's at 88 yards, which is 3 off his season high. And, yeah, that caught me by surprise, and now they can milk a lot of clock here.
Showing some pressure from the Swarm. 2 receivers right, single back. Going to go to Willis again, and he runs into the teeth of defense, and he does get 3. He was hit right at the line of scrimmage and was able to punch through for 3. So 2:33 left in this one, and Queen City up by 6. Trying to get back on the board to extend this lead. I formation. I think we've got a Swarm defender that jumps off sides, but Stephen Hacker takes this one out past the sticks for a first down. And if that was an offsides penalty, they'll decline it.
Neutral zone infraction, number 90, defense. The penalty is declined.
That was a neutral zone infraction against the Swarm. They'll decline it, and Hacker's catch and run will be good for a first down. So the Corsairs keep on moving here.
It's all falling apart again, Rich. I mean, Queen City, now the penalty does, I guess, stop the clock. Maybe he got out of bounds at the end of that play, but they're right on the outside of field goal range. Atlanta's desperate now.
Throwing this one right to Hacker. Again, enough for a first down and knocked out of bounds. First down and 10 at the 24, and they're definitely in field goal range now. But they'll just milk this clock, I would imagine, keep running the ball if they can.
Yeah, turnover or another block kick, which we've already seen tonight, that stopped the clock. But again, Hacker showing his ability to stop on a dime and get down the field. Queen City just wearing down the Swarm here in the second half.
Going to throw this one out to the right again to Hacker. Gets another first down. Spin move. Gets it down to the 11. First down and 10, and the clock keeps running. So that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Queen City 13, Atlanta 7. We'll be back for the conclusion of this one. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports Network. We're back here in at Queensway in Buffalo, New York, if I can spit it out. Queen City 13, Atlanta 7. Queen City driving, trying to get in the end zone here. Close this one out. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. And Caswell right up the middle. Can he get in the end zone? No, he can't. He gets stopped just short of the line to gain. And Atlanta will take one of their timeouts.
What's this juke here? You think A.J. Caswell's feeling himself a little bit? Watch this. Whoop. I mean, he only got Aaron Lee about half a step because Aaron Lee ended up making the tackle, but Lee's probably like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah,
I had a bug in my eye. He didn't do nothing. Yeah. They should have let him score, though. They got to let him score here or pick him off. What are they doing?
Empty backfield for Caswell. Stands in there, throws it to the back of the end zone. Incomplete, out of the back of the end zone. Hacker couldn't get his feet down.
Goodness gracious. I mean, that's probably not a bad scenario for Queen City because they got a chip shot field goal coming, but why even bother? Caswell is averaging like 9 yards a carry. Just give it to him.
Yeah, there's nothing in the middle right now for Atlanta. Caswell or Willis up the middle.
Got to let him in.
Atlanta shifts on the line. They're going to go to Willis right up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown, Corsairs. I mean, he was hit at the line of scrimmage, but it wasn't much of a challenge for him. He just lowered his shoulder and into the end zone he goes.
And with that, Willis has a new season high in his first season with Queen City. He's been a difference maker. But honestly, in this second half, Rich, the Corsairs have completely worn down the Swarm. They have had the ball now 83 offensive plays in this game to Atlanta's 63. And they just forced Atlanta's hand on that last drive. I mean, the Swarm had to let them score because the Atlanta's best shot now is, a score and an onside kick. And if Queen City doesn't score on that play and Atlanta runs out of timeouts, then their chances got even slimmer.
Yeah. Well, you talk about Jared Willis's best game tonight. We've got a couple milestones here we've reached that I forgot to mention when it happened. Kickoff comes back out to the 26-yard line. First down and 10 now for Atlanta.
You're right. The game's been so close. I mean, we've been so focused here. But, yeah, you're right, Rich.
Marcus Dunhill has reached 10,000 career passing yards.
That's awesome.
And Chris Curtis has gotten to 5,000 career receiving yards. 2 huge milestones for these players tonight.
Well deserved. Chris Curtis, a.k.a. the Corsair logo. Nice job.
Gets it out to BDG Hollywood, but ends up losing a yard on that one. Second down and 11. They're going to have to get vertical here and get downfield quick, and there we go, and that one's tipped and almost picked off. Ball's incomplete.
I mean, who's open? There's nobody open.
Yeah, no.
Huge props to Stephen Hacker, Nacho Sicario, who have kind of taken over in some of the primary play calling duties of Queen City. The amount that this unit has learned over the last, 3 or 4 weeks is pretty impressive. And for a largely, a very young coaching staff, as that is somehow caught, it's pretty impressive to hold Atlanta, the third highest scoring offense in the league, to just 7 points right now.
Ooh, Chisholm comes down that one under pressure,
my.
and I think that was him again. Holy cow! Another sack by Jeff Duffy.
That was Duffy. If you say his name in the mirror 3 times, it's ugly.
That
Another
one's incomplete.
huge hit.
Man. Going to bring up third down and 15 now for the Swarm. They've only got a minute left on the clock. 1 timeout.
Morgan got hit so hard he thought he caught the ball. He was super excited over nothing. I feel for Atlanta right now. I mean, if I would not want to play this Queen City team after seeing them tonight, because they are just relentless.
And they're going man here at this point. Dropping back to throw. Dunhill tries to spin out of the pressure, and he goes down again. And Atlanta takes their last timeout with 56 seconds left. That was Hasten on the tackle that time. And he just split those linemen right between the tackle and the guard.
Hasten and Duffy have been a nightmare. 4th and 23. And the topsy-turvy season of Queen City continues. They gave up 41 to Alaska, 0 to New Orleans, 44 to Vancouver, and 7 to Atlanta. We'll see what they look like next week.
Dunhill throws it over the middle. That was complete, and he just gets clotheslined.
I mean, he had no choice. They were bearing down on him again. No way Queen City was going to let him throw that ball down the field. And just like that, it's over. I mean, it was a slow, painful death for Atlanta tonight. After they were up 7-3 at the half, Queen City dominates the second half of play, and all this game was them literally wearing down a short-handed Atlanta team that missed Dylan Rowland. You can't put a tangible value on him with the way this game went in the second half, but you have to believe that they just missed his depth and his intensity out there.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't think about one player being gone being that big of a difference, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But Dylan Rowland missing out of the middle, you're right. That was just huge.
Now, lucky for Atlanta, they got Carolina, Charleston, and Oklahoma City. There's 3 of their last 5 games. Those are 3 winnable games. They're going to drop to 3-4, but if you take care of business there, you're 6-4. And then you got London at home, Seattle on the road. You probably have to win one of those unless you want to run some incredible risks. So Atlanta's in some trouble, but certainly not the end of the world, but a tough loss tonight.
Tough loss, and in a closer game than the score really tells.
Absolutely.
First half, it was back and forth the entire first half. And then, Atlanta just got wore down.
For Queen
So that
City,
does bring us to the end. Go ahead, Cam. Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, for Queen City, I mean, look at that. Look at the yardage that the Corsairs. You wouldn't have guessed by watching this game that Queen City had 440 yards of offense. But they did it quietly. The 2 turnovers for Atlanta really weren't impactful there, although they would have liked to have that touchdown at the end of the first half. Queen City, man, their schedule is brutal. I mean, they needed this bad. They play Alaska, Chicago, Sioux Falls, Tallahassee, and Baltimore in the last 5 weeks. That is a crazy road for the Corsairs. They're going to have their hands full. If they would have lost this tonight, you might have been able to start to stick a fork in them. But huge win for Queen City. They improved to 4-3. And they got a revenge game against Alaska coming up next week. They got embarrassed by the Storm a few weeks ago. Alaska since then has won 3 games by a combined 16 points. Queen City got to protect their house next week. That's going to be a huge game.
And I'm expecting Atlanta to bounce back from this. I mean, they're a much better team than they showed on the field tonight. You know, Queen City will keep moving, but Atlanta will bounce back. Player of the game tonight, A.J. Caswell, 35 of 51, 320 yards and a touchdown, and 31 rushing yards, right up the middle every time. So a great game tonight. Again, Queen City 20, Atlanta 7. I want to thank everybody in the chat for joining us, everybody out there on 11 Sports Network. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget, tomorrow night, some more games starting at 7 o'clock Eastern. Get out to 11 Sports Network or the SFL Twitch channel and join us. For Nathan Blake and Ashley Jackson in the truck, keeping stats. Appreciate you guys.
Great job, guys.
And yeah, they did a great job tonight. For Cameron Irvine, this is Rich Pratchett saying good night. We'll see you next time.